Hey everybody, and welcome to a brand new video. Got a good one in store for you today, especially if you are in the market for a charting package that you can use with the volume profile. One of the most popular questions that come across email or that come through this channel have to do with charting packages. Can I use this with thinkorswim? Can I use this with MetaTrader? Can I use it with TradingView? What's the best? What are even the options for charting packages with volume profile? And so in this video, I'm just going to be looking at all the charting packages that are available, and I'm going to be breaking down my top 4. We're going to be looking at these in a little bit of detail and just explaining what I think the best use of these packages are, what I like about them, what I don't like about them, what the price points are. And so this is going to be an incredibly helpful video, especially if you are in the market for a charting package that you can use with the volume profile. So in this video, we're just going to jump right into it, and I'll be breaking down my top 4 volume profile charting packages. All right, let's go ahead and jump into this looking at number 4. Of all the charting packages out there, the one that I would recommend coming in at number 4 is TradingView. Now, TradingView, if you are watching this video, there's a very good chance that you have access to them as your charting package. Maybe you've used them in the past, or potentially you at least know what TradingView is. Now, TradingView is not a charting package that I would necessarily recommend, or that I would say in the grand scheme of charting packages, I would not say that they are a good charting package. But if you were to break down and specifically look at what they are and what they do, they are a fantastic product. And it has to be looked at that lens. And to understand what I mean by this, let's just break down what is TradingView. TradingView is a retail charting package that is meant for retail traders. And if you look at it and you understand that, it is a fantastic product. It is incredibly user-friendly. It's very intuitive. For the options that it does have, it is very robust. It's a program that is completely online, so it doesn't require you to download a heavy file or to store a lot of information on your actual device. It's all kept on the cloud that you can just easily access by logging in from virtually any machine as long as you have a connection to the internet. So these features are really, really nice, but when we look at it being so user-friendly and it being so intuitive, yes, this is a huge pro. Some of the other charting packages we'll look at, you legitimately have to factor in that there's going to be at least a 2-week buffer for a learning curve. As you explore these features and these options, it's going to take you a few weeks to really get a level of competence with some of these packages we're going to look at. But with TradingView, you could jump in here and within a couple of days be all fired up, have a high level of competence, and understand what you're doing and what this product offers. But the yin and yang here is because it's so easy to use and because it's so user-friendly, it is extremely limited with what you can do. There are a lot of features that I use with my current charting package that you could never do with TradingView because it's outside the scope of what this offers. This is not a professional charting package meant for professional traders. TradingView is a retail package that is meant for retail traders. Now, that in itself is not a bad thing. And I think there's a lot of use cases on people should be starting with TradingView. So let me explain. If you are new to the volume profile and maybe you have access to TradingView already and you're already familiar with that, you're not sold on the idea of the volume profile, but you want to have access to it, you want to start using it, then TradingView is an amazing option because you can just upgrade your package so that you have access to the volume profile. And then you can start to dabble with it. You can put it up on your charts, start to use and get a feel for it, and then see if this is something that you want to use more down the road. Also, just in the spectrum of tools that we have access to, there's this spectrum of things that are more retail, things that are more professional, and it really just depends on what your ultimate goal is and what you're trying to do as a trader. If you're somebody that is very committed to this, you're going all in and you want to make this your career and you have aspirations of becoming a 7-figure trader, you're not going to get there using a tool like Sierra Charts. It's not meant for that. You are going to need to use one of the other packages we'll talk about. But if you're somebody who is starting off, you're getting wet, your feet wet with this whole thing, and you're trying to understand if this is even for you, trading in general or specifically the volume profile, then TradingView is a great spot to start because it's easy to navigate and you're not going to be overwhelmed with working around this charting package. Okay, so this is TradingView. You guys are probably all familiar with this setup. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail as far as looking at this product because I've already covered this on my channel. I'll link this in the description, but there are videos that I do where I've broken down in depth how to access this charting package, how to use the tools, how to use the features. So if you're interested, it's like I have like an hour-long tutorial you can check out. I also have a video on specifically how I have the volume profile set up for TradingView. So if you're interested in using this for the volume profile, that video will be very helpful to understand the individual settings and how I would have them set up. I'll link that in the description as well so that you can go check it out. But if you're using TradingView, there's a few different options that we have as far as the pricing is concerned. Now, you cannot use the basic or their free version. It's an option, and some of you might be having this already, but in order to use the volume profile, you need at least the Pro package. The Pro package is going to give you access to the volume profile. It's also going to remove the ads. And so there's no way to do this for free, accessing the volume profile when we talk about charting packages, but the basic version won't get it to you. You need at least the Pro package. Now, the Pro package being $15 a month, is very limited. Things like 2 charts per window, very limited on alerts and different things that just shouldn't be limited. So more than likely you're going to need at least the Pro package, which is the Pro Plus, which is going to be $30 a month, give you access to at least a few more charts in your layout, give you access to a few additional features. And one thing that I don't necessarily like about TradingView is the way that they have their packages tiered, where their premium feature is $60 a month, which is not cheap. And the options that it gives you are just basic. There's nothing special about having 8 charts in a layout, having alerts that don't expire. These are things that you just should have access to as the entry level of your charting package. But the way TradingView is set up, the premium version offers some of these very basic things. And at $60 a month as a price point, it's not that cheap. You'll see this with some of the other packages that we're going to be looking at. Okay, so TradingView is, to give a quick breakdown, it's not the one that I would recommend. It is a great one to start off on, and for certain goals that you might have, it might be the one you always stay with. They have a free, very nice 30-day trial that you can just jump into. Back to what I'm going to say earlier about the fact that you can literally dive into this, try it for 30 days, and if you don't like it, it's not even going to cost you anything. You can opt out and not have to pay. Okay, but you'll need probably at least the Pro package running around $30 a month. Now, this is TradingView. As far as all the charting packages out there, understanding what it is and understanding what its limitations are, and just, I'll say it like this, I really can't say anything bad about TradingView because for what it is a great charting package, okay? And I want to keep beating that point up, but I think that is important to understand. Because as giving a review, I've used TradingView in the past and I understand that what they do well, but what they are is not a great charting package in the terms of using this in a professional manner. All right, moving right up our list with charting packages that I would recommend for the volume profile, coming in at number 3 is going to be NinjaTrader. Now, NinjaTrader is a professional charting package, and this is important to understand. The next 3 charting packages, this one and the next 2, are all going to be professional charting packages. You're getting outside the realm of products like TradingView, like MetaTrader, most charting packages that are included with your broker. These are retail charting packages, and then we're entering a class now of professional charting packages that are meant for professional traders. A lot more options, a lot more powerful, a lot less user-friendly, but these are fantastic tools. So coming in at number 3 is NinjaTrader. Now, NinjaTrader, I've used this in the past, and the reasons why I don't use it now have to do more with personal preference. And what you'll see is as we cover these professional charting packages, you can't really go wrong with any one of these, because using any one of these they're just good products. They're good tools, they're good packages. And whether or not you use one or don't use one, a lot of it will be personal preference. So when I used NinjaTrader, I had a few really big issues with the product. Coincidentally, nothing necessarily to do with the volume profile capabilities, But one of the big issues I had, and ultimately why I don't use NinjaTrader, is because of the execution. The execution of how you put in your orders and how you can manage them, it's very unuser friendly, it's very clunky, and it's not easy to navigate. I found that being very cumbersome in order to use that, and that's something that I think NinjaTrader should look into and spend some time developing out so that it's more intuitive and it's easier to use. Because of that feature, I stopped using NinjaTrader and I moved on to different charting packages. I also am not a huge fan of how their layout is if you're doing a lot of different charts on one screen. I found that not to really work out best for what I'm looking to do. So that and a couple other features, all probably minor things that other people might use and think that they're perfect. When I started using it, they did not really jive with me. And so I don't use NinjaTrader, although I've used it in the past and I know that it is a good product. So they offer a free trial. It's definitely one worth checking out if you're in the market of maybe jumping around, wanting to explore a few. If we're talking about good charting packages, specifically for volume profile, NinjaTrader has to be in the conversation. All right, now in terms of what their cost is and what it costs to set up, there's a few options you have. There's a free, there's a lease, and then there's an own. Now, the free and the lease do not have the capabilities that you need for volume profile. You have to have this order flow plus type of package. So when you open this up, this is going to give you access to the volume profile. The other features do not. And so owning is the only option that you have. Now with this, you have a few different options. You can either buy it at one time for just over $1,000, or you can make 4 payments of $329. Making those 4 payments, you're gonna actually pay a little over $1,300, so it's a little bit more expensive. And if you're just, let's say, doing it the cheapest way and you buy it outright for the $1,099, this is gonna run you about $91 a month for your first year. Once you get past your second year, obviously around $45 a month. And then once you get 3, 4, 5 years into using a product like NinjaTrader, it actually becomes very, very cheap as far as what it costs you per month to run this charting package. So it's a little bit longer term, but if you're using this for several years, this is a really cheap option for charting capabilities and for having access to charting as well as the volume profile. Okay, so they have a free option, a free trial that you can get in there and you can check out to see if maybe this is the package for you. It's a great product. I personally don't use it. I personally think it could be a little bit better. And so for those reasons, it's not the one for me, but NinjaTrader is a great product that you can get on, you can try if you would like. All right, working our way up the list, the next product that we're going to talk about, the next charting package, is Linnsoft Investor RT. Investor RT by Linnsoft. This is a fantastic product. If you're talking about just a charting package, this is top tier. It's at the top of the list. It is incredible. Volume profiling or not. Now, in terms of Investor RT, this is a professional charting package, and it has so many very nice features. It has a lot of really great options, a lot of great customizations, a lot of really great tools, and it is incredibly user-friendly. I've found Investor RT for the difficulty of things that it can do. In terms of navigating around and being intuitive, it's probably the best in the business. Also, as far as like the graphical layout, when you're looking at the charts and how things are set up, it really is beautiful. And in terms of professional charting packages, I think they do the best of just the layout and how easy it is on the eyes as far as maybe the graphic layout, if I can say it like that. Now, Linnsoft has some amazing features, and I could do an entire video kind of breaking down what exactly they have from their community and the things that they've built out in-house, the things that other users have contributed. There's a lot of really great tools that you have access to that are pretty unique to Investor RT. Now, all the great features and all the great capabilities of this are going to run you a little bit more. This is the most expensive charting package that we're going to be looking at today. So if you were to subscribe and use Linnsoft, there's a couple things you need. One is just their basic kind of core package, which is $50 a month. And then there's a lot of different options that you can tack on. Now, and this has changed a little bit since when I was using them. I'm pretty sure you can get by with just the TPO profile package and their core. So if you do just the base layout and you add on the TPO profile package, this is going to give you access to the volume profile for about $70 a month. Now, when it comes to their volume scope, their volume analysis package, probably their market depth package, there's several additional things here that you're going to want to access because they're really cool tools and really great resources. And so if you were cutting it kind of on the bare minimum, you'd be looking at around $70 a month to use this charting package. No option to buy, it would just always be reoccurring. And then on top of that, it would be very easy to spend $125 or $150 a month, all said and done, including the different things. They actually have a feature here for $125 a month that might include all the breakdown things that you would really need. But either way, maybe $70 as a minimum, and then about $125 as what you would probably want to be spending. Now, this breakdown is if you buy it monthly. If you stretch this out to just quarterly, which is not a big commitment, only a few months out, it actually drops pretty significantly. Where if you were cutting the cost down using their core package and the TPO profile package, that would bring it down to just over $50 a month, which is a really significant drop when you stretch that out, and it's only the 4-month commitment, which is really nice. But if you did it the most expensive way, it's gonna run you minimum $70 a month. If you want the full experience, you're gonna be paying a good $125 plus per month using Investor RT. Okay, so it's really great. They do have a free trial that you can download. I think it's a 15-day, maybe a 30-day. I think it's a 2-week trial that you can get in there. You can check it out. Another thing that I haven't talked about when it comes to this, I'm just seeing it now reminding me, Investor RT is, I think, the only professional charting package that has a native experience for Mac. For some reason, professional charting packages are very un-Mac friendly, and the way that I currently run things, I have a Windows computer that I do all my charting and trading on, and then I have a Mac computer that I use for everything else. But Investor RT has a native layout that you can use for Mac, and you can also use it for Windows. The other charting packages, if you want to use a Mac, you have to use Boot Camp or some type of another way to have the Windows software running on your Mac device. You actually don't have to do that with Linnsoft, which is a pretty cool feature. Okay, and you can get in there and try the free trial out as well. So I don't personally, to this day, use Linnsoft Investor RT. I've used it in the past. In terms of charting packages, it's a very beautiful product. It's very nice. I would highly recommend it. You can get in there, you can check it out, especially if you're silver spoon cool and money is not an option, then Investor RT is a really, really great tool. All right, guys, we've reached the pinnacle of the list. We're gonna cover the #1 recommendation that I have for profile charting packages. If you stick with the channel for any length of time, it's probably no surprise. But what we're going to talk about now is Sierra Charts. Sierra Charts is my sweet baby love. There's really nothing that I stare at more than Sierra. And if you've ever watched another video where I have charts in the background or we've gone through something volume profile related, then you're looking at Sierra Charts because that's the package that I use. Now, going into much detail about this is not required. I've done a lot of videos on this channel specifically about Sierra Charts. I have a full hour-long breakdown video where I talk about setting it up. I talk about all the features that it has. It's very in-depth. I'll link that in the description if you'd like to go check that out. It's very helpful. It's probably a little bit dry because it's just like an hour long of me going through the interface. But if you're looking for it, it'll really help cut down on the learning curve. So you can go check that out. I also have videos where I just do like tips and tricks and things you probably don't know and would probably take you a long time to figure out about Sierra. So you can go check those out as well. I'm a big fan of Sierra. This is the one that I currently use through today. Let me talk about some cons that I don't necessarily like about Sierra. And if we're looking at the Sierra Charts homepage, this is actually one of the cons and the things that I don't like. You can see just from the layout here and the hell is going on with these colors, and even in some of these screenshots, it has a very dated look to it. When it comes to the graphical display, it has like this Windows 98 kind of vibe that is not that pleasant to look at, and it makes it a little less intuitive to be able to navigate around. But besides that, and I wouldn't let the dated look fool you, because this is an incredibly powerful package that is extremely robust. And it is a professional charting package that's meant for professional traders. It can handle the load. It's a powerful package. It's a beautiful package to use. It takes care of all my charting capabilities, and it's the one that I use over everything else. Now, one of the huge pros about Sierra charts is the cost of getting involved. So when you're going to download and set this up, let me just go to the pricing features here. The breakdown it has to today, they've included recently a lot of these other packages, 3 additional ones. It used to pretty much just be 2 packages. Not package 1 and 2, but for some reason package 3 and 5. These are what they've always had, and then recently they've branched out to these packages that include Denali, their data feed. Okay, but let's just talking about this. What you would need access to have the volume profile is their package 5. Their standard package 3 does not include volume profiling features. You would need access to this one here, their advanced package number 5. Now with this package number 5, the most expensive way to get it is $36 a month, which for the feature and for what you're getting, it's just incredible. If you branch that out just a little bit and pay 3 months at a time, which is not a huge commitment, you're bringing it down to just over $32 a month, which again, for what you're getting with the capabilities of something like Sierra, for $32 a month, it's like they're giving it away. Probably why they haven't gone through the process of upgrading their graphics in a long time. But at any rate, the price point for this is just unparalleled. Very, very cheap, and but the service is not cheap. It's a very great service for a very inexpensive price. Now, Sierra Charts also has a feature that you can download and get a free trial. So you can check it out and see what you think about it. And then when you kick it in, paying that, even branching it out just a few months, or the most expensive way that you can get it, coming in at $36 per month, is very, very nice as a price point. Okay, I don't need to belabor Sierra too much. If you've stuck with any of my other videos, you're probably aware that Sierra is my number 1. Sierra is the one that I use and the one that I recommend. And if you want to know more about Sierra, check out some of the other videos that I'll link in the description, because everything gets fully laid out there for you. Okay, everybody, that's going to wrap up this video with my top 4 charting packages for the volume profile, starting with TradingView, ending with Sierra. I hope that you found this video informative, and I would love to hear in the comments if you've had experience with any of these charting packages, if you're currently using one and which ones you like, or if you think there's a charting package that should be on the list that I did not include. You can let me know that all in the comments, and we'll go ahead and wrap it up for this video. Let's all hit the like button on the way out. I'll catch you guys in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video. If you're gonna be on the screens between now and the next time I see you, I wish you a very happy trading. Watch your risk, and I'll see you guys in the next video.